Exciting to have all of you here this morning. Thank you for being here. And the English department would like to welcome you to this year's school-wide Poetry Out Loud competition. So I would just like to recognize the middle school winners and their classes. So we had in 7th grade, Ari and Kate and Milan. They did such an amazing job, particularly considering their first year participants. We had to have a runoff twice. The scores were so close. So well done, 7th grade. I'm super proud of you. In 8th grade, we had Darby Sheridan as a finalist, and of course, Lena, our class winner. So I'm super excited about middle school. And turning it over to Mom.
Let's see, everybody can hear me. With all of our announcements up, in 6 years, I think this is the first time I've talked to a mic in front of the entire school, so this is kind of a weird feeling here. Congratulations to my 9th and 10th grade students who went through the process of learning a poem and showcasing themselves and being a conduit, a vessel for the poet themselves and sharing that experience. I want to recognize, in addition to our 9th grade finalist, Austin, in addition, Taylor Bryant, Josie Azar, and Kiera Crowder Gilliam as finalists. And we have the 10th grade Kai Cameron up here, but also Lennox Turner. Good luck to all of them. All right, Brian.
And to celebrate our 11th and 12th grade finalists, in 11th grade, Louisa and Liv. In 11th grade winner, Kara Gordon. In 12th grade finalists, Jackson and Valeria. And our 12th grade winner of pair rapping, Brian Ince.
So this is a much coveted prize. It will not be given away today. This is owned by Poetry Out Loud. There are only 50 of them in the country. And the school that is holding it is the school that won the state award last year. So last year, Cat Merlot's big brother, Nick Merlot, was the Missouri State winner and brought this trophy home to us. And I want to also recognize several other famous POL people. This is mostly for us old folks. I think most importantly, I want to talk about Nyla Long because her little sister and her big cousin, Ashley and Naomi, are still with us. So Nyla, well done. Proud of you. And guys, this trophy, it should sit somewhere other than where it does. But come look at it. It only has like 12 names on it, and 3 of them are Crossroads students. So on this are Nick Merlot, from 2023, Essence Amani Lee in 2013, and Terry Watkins in 2012. So Crossroads is killing it with poetry. A couple of housekeeping details. You can check, make sure you don't have your AirPods on. And I think we just forget about it sometimes, so go ahead and take it out. Put your phone somewhere where it won't ring. I'm sure it won't. They never do. We'll take pictures and share them with you. So maybe don't take pictures of your friends. Just be still and be ready. All right. We love this objective recognition of children's excellence with literature, specifically poetry. We love how well you engage, and we're super proud of all of you. We love competitors. Well done, Crossroads. Move it. What way?
Slide the stand up from the middle, yeah, loosen it. And then have the left one face. Yeah, there you go.
That's a good call, we can make it short.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
too high?
Right, everybody good? Hold on when you're ready.
This is After the Winter by Claude McKay. Someday, when trees have shed their leaves and it ends the morning's light, the shivering birds beneath the eaves have shelter for the night. We'll turn our faces southward, love, toward the summer's isle, where bamboos spire the shafted grove and wide-mouthed orchards smile. And we will seek the quiet hill where towers cotton tree, and leaves the laughing Presuro and earth join you. And you will build a cottage there, beside the open glade, where black-ribbed bluebells blowing near, and ferns that never fade.
Jacob by Phoebe Carey.
You start again, get the mic right.
Jacob by Phoebe Carey. He dwelt among apartments lit, about 5 stories high. A man I thought that none would get, and very few would try. A boulder by a larger stone, half hidden in the mud. There's a man when only one is in the neighborhood. He lived unknown, and few could tell when Jacob was not free. But he has got a wife, and oh, the difference to me.
Yeah, don't start yet, but you want help adjusting?
Okay.
Don't start. You guys all set? Austin, now when you're ready. Take your time.
The Hour by Edward Thomas. Downhill I came, hungry, but yet not sorry, cold, with a heat within me that was true. Against the north wind, tired, and so that rest had seemed the sweetest thing on earth. Then at the end I had food, fire, and rest, knowing how cold, hungry, and tired was I. All of the night was quite barred-eyed, except now was quiet, the most melancholy of fright. Shaking out long and clear on the hill, no merry note nor pulse of any note, but one on me playing what I escaped, and others could not, that night was my night. And salted was my fruit, and my repose, salted and sober, too, by the bird's voice. Speaking for all who lay under the stars, soldiers and poor, unable to rejoice.
Talking by Hajim. We used to like talking about grief. Our journals and letters were packed with losses, complaints, and sorrows. Even if there was no grief, we wouldn't stop lamenting as though longing for the charm of a distressed face. Then, we couldn't help expressing grief. So many things descended without warning. Labor wasted, loves lost, houses gone, marriages broken, friends estranged, ambitions worn away by immediate needs. Words lined up in our throats for a good while. Grief was like an endless river, beyond the immortal flow of life. After losing a land and then giving up a tongue, we stopped talking of grief. Smiles began to brighten our faces. We laughed a lot at our own mess. Things become beautiful, even hailstones in the strawberry fields.
Testing. Y'all hear me? Oh, we good.
Oh, wait, it moved, though.
Is there a way to lock it in, Bob? Can I get?
It is locked in.
When you're ready, Brian, take your time.
To Be of Use by Marge Pearson. The people I love the best jump into work head first without dallying in the shallows. And swim off with sure strokes, almost out of sight. They seem to become natives of that element, the black, sleek heads of seals bouncing like half-submerged balls. I love the people who harness themselves in ox to a heavy cart, who pull like water buffaloes with massive patience, who strain in the mud and the muck to move things forward, who do what has to be done, again and again. I want to be with people who submerge in the task, who go into the fields to harvest and work in a row and pass the bags along, who are not parlor generals or field deserters, but move on a common rhythm when the food must come in or the fire be put out. The work of the world is common as mud. Botched, it smears the hand, crumbles to dust. But the thing worth doing well done has a shape that satisfies, clean and elegant. Greek emperors for wine and oil. Holy vases that held corn are put in museums, but you know they were made to be used. The pitcher cries for water to carry, and the person for work that is real.
This is violent.
Okay, we're ready whenever you are, my apologies.
This is Violence by Rowan Ricardo Phillips. He never saw a violence, but he saw a lifetime of violence. This is not to presume that if he had simply seen a violin, he would have seen less violence, or that living among violins, as though they were landries or topping stuff for urban goods, like young adult fiction would have made the violence. Less crack and more cocaine, less, of course, and more why, God, oh why. More of one thing does not rhyme with one thing. A soul of stars does not rhyme with star. A posse of poets does not rhyme with poet. We are all in prison. This is a brutal lesson of the 21st century. Still like a sour stone through the vein of the beast who watches you while you eat. Our eternal host, the Chunk Fiddler, the Better Tomorrow, 2016.
Do a test word, make sure.
Test. After the Winter by Claude McKay. Someday, when trees have shed their leaves, and against the morning's wet. The shivering birds beneath the eaves have shelter for the night. We'll turn our faces southward, though, toward the summer isle, where bamboos fire the shafted grove, and wide-mouthed orchids smile. And we will seek the quiet hill where towers the cotton tree, and leaps the laughing crystal rill, and works the droning bee. And we will build a cottage there, beside an open glade, with black-red bluebells blown near, and ferns that never fade.
Be a little closer, even a little more. Take your time.
Lions by Sandra Ferguson. Lions don't need your help. In the Serengeti, for instance, 1,000, but very rich, will sway over more than community. The mane of the lion, like the hooked jaw of the sand, acts as shield and defense against the gift of sexual selection. His eyes are fathoms hungry. The lion is the most social of big cats. Pride members are affectionate among themselves. There are chiefs when they meet. They rest and hunt together and help suckle and string. But strangers or members of the Indian pride are not usually accepted. If the pride male is a strange female, he may greet her in friendly fashion and even mate her. But the pride females will drag her off. Male lions usually depicted as ill freeloaders. Who let the lionesses all complete are not mere parasites. They maintain the integrity of the territory. Lions in community, but completely lack table manners. Indeed, lions give the impression that their evolution for social existence is incomplete, that cooperation when achieving tasks does not yet include the equal division of spoils. More bad news, lions are not good parents. Like crowds like they have, their courage comes from being built like an automobile for power. A visible lion is usually a safe lion, but one should never feel safe, because almost always there is something one can't see, giving protection and power. A lion does not need to be clubbed. Now, lions are not the most likable kind of animal, unless you are a certain type of person that is not necessarily leonine in the sense of manly or ferocious, but one who wouldn't mind resting 20 or 25 hours a day, and who's not beyond stealing someone else's kill half the time. Lions are not my favorite kind of animal. It's also messy. A zebra has its own sort of human calculus, especially when he is sure of predator for a lion. Lions have little of the spirit. If you made of parts and placed the lion in the constitution he most resembled, he would be in our blood.
Invisible Children by Mariana Roberts. Invisible children fall through the cracks of the system like Alice in the rabbit hole. But these children won't find a eating cake or a drinking bottle. They won't wake up on the lap of a loving sister. They'll open their eyes on the hand of a monster called negligence, who will poke them with its sharp teeth The children won't wake to the smell of a warm supper, nor will they find a purple crayon to draw an escape door or a window. Instead, they'll make a mirror of a murky puddle on the city street, which won't tell them they're beautiful, but it'll show their scars, as invisible to others as these children are. Thank you.
The Song of the Feet by Nikki Giovanni. It is important that I sing the Song of the Feet. The weight of the body and what the body chooses to bear fall on me. I trampled the American wilderness, forged frontier trails, outran them all in Tulsa, got caught in Philadelphia, and is still unreparated. I soldiered on in Korea, jungled through Vietnam, through desert storms, came my way through Afghanistan, tunneled the World Trade Center, and on the worst day of my life, walked behind JFK, shouldered MLK, stood embraced in Sister Betty. I wiggle my toes in the sands of time, trusting the touch that controls my emotion, basking in the warmth of the embrace. Days in offers with warm, salty water. It is appropriate I sing the praise of the feet. I am a Black woman.
Testing, testing. The Legend by Garrett Hunter. In Chicago, it is snowing softly, and a man has just done his wash for the week. He steps into the twilight of early evening, carrying a wrinkled shopping bag full of neatly folded clothes, and for a moment, enjoys the feel of warm laundry and crinkled paper, flannel-like against his gloveless hands. There's a red glow on his face, a triangle of orange in the hollow of his cheek as the last flash of sunset blazes the storefronts and lit windows of the street. He is Asian, Thai or Vietnamese, and very skinny, dressed as one of the poor in rumpled suit pants and a plaid background, dingy, too large. He negotiates with slick of ice on the sidewalk by his car, opens the Fairlands back door, leans to place the laundry in, and turns, for an instant, towards a flurry of footsteps and cries of pedestrians as a boy. That's all he was. Bats from the corner package store, shooting a pistol, firing me at once at the dumbfounded man, who falls forward, grabbing at his chest. A few sounds escape from his mouth, a babbling no one understands, as people surround him, bewildered at his speech. The noises he makes are nothing to them. The boy has gone, lost in the light array of foot traffic, dappling the snow with fresh prints. Tonight, I read about Descartes' grand courage to question everything except his own miraculous existence. And I feel so distinct from the wounded man lying on the concrete. I am ashamed. Let the night sky cover him as he dies. Let the Weaver girl cross the bridge ahead of him and take up his cold hands.
All right, thank you. You guys were a perfect audience. One more round of applause for our 6th band. I'm always so impressed. Thank you guys for a great thing, great event. We will let the winners know first, and then we'll let everybody know by the end of the day. Have a great day.